What up, homies? Do you love pizza? We're about to get right into a relaxation stream. We got the heat on. Nice hot water. My wife pooped at a Christmas party, so I'm a little bit embarrassed. Actually, she pooped at 2 Christmas parties this year. I didn't call her out on the first one. Also, so did the host. The host also pooped at her own Christmas party. The first one. I can't verify or deny if the other 2 hosts at the second Christmas party if they pooped, but my wife and the first host, they both pooped. They didn't poop at the same time or anything, but it wasn't too far off. It's a good thing there was 2 washrooms in that house. I think they have 3 washrooms in their house. I have 2 washrooms and a really, really big backyard, so if I had to, I could use my neighbor's backyard, I guess. I wouldn't rule out my neighbor's backyard, that's for sure. In a pinch, I could use it, I know. I have very good neighbors. How's everybody doing today? I come to you bearing huge news. Special announcements coming up today on the show. First, a message from hey, how you doing? I got some sandalwood and vanilla moisturizing hand wash. It's literally hand wash, and it's on the edge of my tub. Moisturizing hand wash. Yeah, we're not using that in the bathtub. Yeah, my wife's really expensive shampoo over here. I don't know why she just gives me some cheap bubble bath. toasty bud. It's gonna be too toasty for me. I might have to get on. We'll know in a minute. If I start to feel dizzy or sick, I have to get out of the tub right away. It's just how she goes. Hey, there's the shampoo my wife was talking about, purple shampoo. It'll make me have blonder hair. But why is it over there so I can't access it? She'll be in here. We'll ask her. We'll get to the bottom of that. What's up, introverse? I hope you're not noodles. You guys have too many accounts. Is he the 4-year-old, 12-year-old girl? Girl that short, but she's very young. I hope it's his sister-in-law's daughter or something like that. Strikes me as odd. If you're all new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Today's gonna be a wicked day. We're going snowmobiling, snowshoeing, walking in a winter wonderland, driving around. We get a couple $50 super dollar chats and a couple $500 super dollar chats. I'll do some donuts in the Walmart parking lot with my Toyota hybrid, alright? Do I ever feel cleaner? Massage your legs, massage your feet. Just kind of massage your knees. And before you know it, you feel a lot different than you did. I didn't have a very good sleep this morning. I couldn't get to sleep. I was restless. My cat kept waking me up. It sucks. I had a nice sleep last night, but this morning, as of like
I don't know, 2:30, 4:30 in the morning. Just, the cat he just wants me to pet him. So I sit up in bed and I pull the blanket up to the side and I pat it and he'll come running over and yelling at me. Wow! Wakes my wife up. She doesn't yell anymore because, like, I mean, what is the point of it, right? So I sit there, I pet the cat, and I stay up with the cat. The cat falls asleep. He purrs the whole time. He purrs while he's sleeping, and it keeps me up. So I sit there for a half hour. My wife's snoring, the cat purring. And I can't move either. The cat's on the left and my wife's on the right. Like, I'm just boarded in. Mostly because of the cat. My wife doesn't, I get half the bed, she gets half the bed. But I got a huge bed. But the cat comes in and he pins me down underneath the other side of the blanket. And I can't move over towards my wife's side. I'm a big guy, like I'm already on the edge of the middle of the bed, right? So I don't know. I need like a secondary king bed attached to my bed. I don't know. But I'll tell you this, I'm really tired. I'm so tired. I'm really, really, really tired. I work so hard on YouTube for such small money, and I'm just tired. I don't really want to do YouTube if it's not going to pay me, unfortunately. I don't know how to tell my wife or break it to her, but like, I'm considering deleting everything entirely on YouTube. I just don't, if I can't profit from it, I'm not going to leave it there, right? Others are profiting fucking off my shit before I am. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. And it's my work, right? I get paid last in the fucking smallest amount possible. I'm not happy. I have to clear 50,000, 60,000 views a day minimum right away just to want to stay here. And I need to hit 100,000 subscribers in the next couple days, if not weeks, or I'm done here because it's not lucrative. I'm not making any money. I'm going to spend all my time doing what I do best, and then I'm not coming on here ever again, Unfortunately, I just don't see the point anymore. I've done this show for 5, 6, 7 years for nothing. It just breaks my heart, I have to clear $25,000 a month for 10 months just to make me want to stay here. And I don't think that can happen. I really strongly feel that my time on YouTube is done. I'm a millionaire, but I just haven't been paid for my hard work. You know what I mean? I've already dug all the gold out of the ground. I'm just waiting for YouTube to send me my fucking check. Conservatives are an answer. I don't think the liberals are an answer. I think a democratic, transparent vote within communities is what we should be doing. We should fire all people involved in government, as they have not done a good job. No one in government has done a good job. Unless you say Trudeau made a good, well, boatload of money. We don't know how. Trudeau only makes $500,000 a year. Guy has $128 million in the bank. And we aren't questioning that, right? We don't question. The news doesn't even ask, hey Trudeau, why do you have so much money? This is a news station paid with public funds, and we desperately want to know here in Canada how Trudeau got all that money. Where did it come from? How much money does Sophie Gregoire have? What were they up to for their whole marriage, doing these weed campaigns and all this? How much did she profit? Did her kids profit? If her kids made money, I want to know how much, you know? These are charities. These are charities in Canada people are profiting from that are billionaires, millionaires, have a job that the highest paying job in Canada or the States, and they're collecting money out of charities. So many charities in Canada collect money under false pretenses, right? They say, oh, will you help the kids? It's not, the kids might get a tiny percentage, but the elites are taking the majority of the money from these charities. So the poor kids that everyone's trying to help never get the money. People in Canada and the States are like, oh yeah, that shit only happens in Africa. No, bud. It started happening in Canada and the States and it never ended. Once in a while in Africa they get away with it. I think one of the main reasons so many people hated everything is because Americans don't stand up for themselves. You know what I mean? Americans are pushovers. Not all of you, not the ones in Michigan, but the ones in California and New York. You guys are pussies. Per capita, you had them outnumbered like 50,000 to 1. And you guys couldn't figure out how to free yourselves. America, you're pussies. Canada, with a population 12 times smaller than yours, we went all across Canada basically rioting because we didn't want to do what they were saying. But in America, you guys were pussies, right? So just remember, you guys, the real men, they live in Canada. You guys in America, you tried to invade Canada and you fucking failed. You failed. You couldn't invade Canada. We're a bunch of fucking toothless, dirty hockey players. You want no part of this. So we'll probably start doing NHL podcasts. We're going to talk about Patrick Laine today. And I'm going to put on my Jets jersey, number 33, Dustin Bufflin. And there's nothing you guys can do about it. You know what I mean? So many of you are just sad sacks. Old men with huge receding hairlines down your back think you're tough. You know what I mean? With your bad knees and your 4 foot nothing, your wider than you are tall, the majority of you. Sad sacks. Anyone that says stuff like, oh yeah, hey, I clipped it, you're one of the fattest nerds on the internet, but nobody likes a nerd, straight up. I'll tell you straight up, New York City just got a lot friendlier once we get rid of some of these greasy live streamers in New York that don't belong, right? They do not belong. They're promoting government. These are the people that fucking got us into this whole mess in the first place. Once one fat dumpy dude from New York is saying, please, vote conservative. And the other guys are saying, vote liberal. You know, it's so dumpy, you know. Neither of them are a conservative or a liberal politician, but they're parakeeting what they saw on Fox and, you know, all these different goofy stations, you know. When you spend time every day watching TV, you become the goof on TV. You should think very carefully about what I just said. I fucking do not look at a TV, never. This man, this is one raw, real man. And all the ladies love this. You get a dude in live stream and he looks dumpy and everything else, and then what comes out of his mouth is sour. You know what I mean? And I'm not talking about like complaining, I'm talking about his life has been sour, right? He has very little life going on besides this sour apple, this sour cranberry. A very minute life. Where do you live? In the back of your truck? You have not made it, right? I see this dumpy dude from Colorado that is absolutely homeless now. He used to pick on me all the time on YouTube. The guy is such a loser. He has 3 kids. He doesn't pay any child support. I think sloppy heads will go down as the biggest loser on YouTube. But there are a lot of other big losers on YouTube that, you know, they beat their wives, have, you know, assault charges on their wives or their kids. It's pathetic, really pathetic. How could you hurt a tiny little child? How could you hurt a feeble woman? You know what I mean? Of course there's women that aren't feeble. I guarantee you, these 4'0" dumpy dudes can't beat up a tough woman. You know what I mean? They're going after the most feeble, you know, crotchety women they can find, catching them off guard. Sloppy heads cheap shotted his wife and knocked her teeth out. So she left him for like the 5th time. And he found her at this woman's shelter and he brought her home. Like, you guys don't even know the true story of sloppy heads, man. By far the biggest loser on YouTube. He sits there crying on stream all day. You know, about 5 years ago, he used to make fun of anybody who came in his chat. He used to say they were crazy. He used to say, oh, you need medication? Holy fuck, you should see this guy's pill purse. Sloppy Heads has like 9 bottles of pills that he's forced to take or he'll go to jail. This is how crazy, like this guy made fun of everybody on YouTube that he could. He'd go into streams with him and his like 4 toothless black tooth friends, highly overweight, balding, thick Coke bottle glasses crew, and they would like sit there and berate children, teenagers, women, like young adults. The guy did everybody in his chats, and he would go to other chats and absolutely make fun of everybody. Sloppy Heads lost his first channel. He was Melty Goofs, something like that. And then the next one is Sloths. Now he's Sloth, because he's got such a bad name under that other one. He changed his name completely. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, like people like that shouldn't be on YouTube, you know? But that guy works for the cops, see? He pretended to send out beans to people, right? Hermaphroditic CBD buds, zero T to the H to the SEE. And this guy collected names, addresses, phone numbers, and email addresses of everybody on YouTube that was dumb enough to go to his chat and say, hey, can I get a pack of free beans? He would send them crappy hash in the mail, so full of hair and stuff like that. All these people used to come in my stream and say how bunky this guy's hash was. They all tried his hash and they all were getting freaking illegal hash sent to them in the mail by this guy. And I'm like, okay, well, why would you even touch that? I saw a picture and it had so many fucking hairs coming out of it. I was grossed out. I still remember the picture, and this has been like 7 years. This chick sends me a picture. She's like, yeah, look at what this sloppy guy sends out to people. She's like, I didn't even smoke it. I threw it out. I'm like, well, obviously, when you pick out fucking 800 fucking hairs out of your fucking half-gram ball, goofs. Now I see people growing in the desert. There are people growing in the desert right now with no clue what they're doing in the desert. Do you know anything about the desert? It is very, very dirty. America isn't a good place to grow it. You guys are littered with airplane fuel and like they don't even test. So I know a chemist, a biologist, and I have an entomologist in my group. You guys couldn't get anything further from that. And I got these people. They research things for big money. And they say that the air in America is so polluted, and they don't even have a proper test to measure how dirty the air is right now in the States. And I'm not talking about when there's forest fires. All those fucking planes in the sky, and then it rains. Like, do you guys have anything going on up there? If you have outdoor stuff in America that gets rained on and soaks up and leaches from the ground, America is one of the worst places to grow anything right now. Google it. It is highly, highly toxic food or herbs coming out of America. That's why the best is always grown underground. The province that I live in has been growing underground for almost 30 years. 30 years. And they're really, really, really good at it. Really good at it. When you know, you know. But a lot of you people out there in America are daft and you're brainwashed. I wouldn't eat nothing that came from the ground in America or got rained on from the sky anymore. So, straight greenhouse cultivation for this dude. Also, mostly greenhouse grown in Canada. We have better growing practices in Canada than America. Once you get up to New Mexico and stuff like that, You guys should read some of the stuff you got going on in Texas, El Paso. Your farms are not clean, okay? Your farms are consistently full of heavy metals and different things, and your veggies and your fruit doesn't bleach it out. There's not enough time for the growth. So it's like a fish. It gets fed at a young age of mercury. By the time that fish is old, it has 10,000 times the legal level of mercury in its body. Same thing with the plants in the States. Not to mention the majority of people growing actually have no clue how to grow. There's somebody that I kind of troll them a little bit. I'm like, oh yeah, you're doing really good in Arizona growing outdoors, bud. I refuse to teach narcs like Bear Can't Grow. He's a huge narc on YouTube. He hangs out with sloppy heads. And Shell, her dad is a narc. He's a cop in California. Special investigator. He goes after growers. This is all how this started, eh? So they backdoored money to this goof for those addresses in the red states. And trust me when I say a bunch of people figured it out and they're waiting. They were going to go to Colorado, but he moved, so it was odd. As soon as I called him a narc and one other thing, he left Colorado the next day, damn near. He's like, actually, I'm leaving. And I was like, oh, you're that scared, are you? People out there just don't understand, man. You can't be that evil person and think there's no consequences in life. People are going to berate you online. They're going to question your authenticity. And they're going to peel back all those layers of lies until they get to that tiny, sad truth in the middle. Sloppy heads and Bear Grove, where they are. This is for sure and absolutely the devil's playground. I've seen it with my own eyes. And I won't be part of it. Oh, it was way too hot. I was so dizzy. It sucks. It's like the frog in the tub thing. If you turn it up slowly, they don't let it get boiled. Oh man. Ribbit. Oh, I don't feel too good. It's cool. It's like something happened to my head. I can't be in the pot anymore. It really sucks. This used to happen to me like once every 5-10 years, but I'd be in like a steaming shower for 20 minutes, you know. I had the door open, it wasn't even hot. It wasn't even very hot water. It was warm. It was nice and hot. It was nice and warm, but it wasn't scalding hot. It's probably 21 or 22 like in the bathroom here. For Americans, that's like, I don't know, 70, 65, 70. Damn, still a little bit dizzy. I don't want to look around. I think my heart slows quite a bit when I'm relaxed. I got my hands on the cold countertop and I got my feet on the tile. Let's see what we got going on in the kitchen today. Get some vitamins because we want to live forever. Cute elites. Always trying to take me out. Elites. Okay. These are GoPros. And that is the new HD 4K dash cam going in the truck. In the hybrid truck. Hybrids are the future, by the way. If you don't know, now you know. They're getting rid of electric vehicles. There's so many donks out there that I can't believe it. They're all like, oh, I just invested in an electric vehicle company. Whoa, you lost all your money, bud. Idiots. The almond drink. Got the GoPro 12, the 11. Got the GoPro 12. You can see it with the blue speckled bezel. We got the GoPro 11, black, and the GoPro 10. I think that's the GoPro 12 black too. I mean, I don't know. I know they're the most expensive ones, or the GoPros each series, but they're all the black ones. The 10 black, 11 black. Oh yeah, it says right there, 10 black, 11 black, and 12 black. All brand new, unused. Six memory cards for this one, and I got 4 and 5. 4 for the 11 and 5 for the 10. They're so cheap, I bought 5 for the 10. And this one I bought 6 because, well, it's the best camera I have right now. Oh, I'm getting the GoPro 13 in a couple weeks. But 24/7 live stream cameras inside and outside the property. Forever, like forever. And then if I move, I'm gonna still see if I can get the owner to allow me to upload the footage from this after I move. Why? Because it's gonna be cool footage. I'll explain when well, you'll see the yard and everything, and you'll see where the cameras are set up, and you'll be like, wow, this is sick. Just wait. Stay tuned, folks. More great videos just like this. We're gonna talk about this and why it's so important you have one of these.